Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about enzymes under the chapter Biomolecules. So let's start with the same. We know that thing, enzymes are the chemical which are going to catalyze the chemical reaction occurring inside the body. So as they are the part of the living system, they are termed as biocatalyst. Okay, enzymes are the biocatalyst which help in fastening the chemical reaction. Now what they are made up of and how they are going to bind with the substrate. Let's discuss that. Enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. It means they are made up of proteins. Few exceptions are there, that are RNA enzymes, ribozyme and ribonuclease. These are the exception to the proteinaceous structure. Now, when we are discussing that structure that they are made up of proteins, so under the protein we have discussed about primary protein, secondary, tertiary, quaternary. These enzymes exist in the functional form as a tertiary protein. How the tertiary protein structure is attained? Let's talk about that. This is the linear polypeptide chain which is termed as primary structure of the protein, which is non-functional at all, or we can say the newly formed protein chain which will be further modified in the functional form. Then this primary chain, linear chain, is going to get coiled to form the helix, to form the pleated sheets. That is the secondary structure of the protein. When this secondary structure further going to get coiled to form the structure as a globule, that is termed as a tertiary structure of protein, which is stable and functional. So maximum of the enzyme exists in the tertiary protein structure, that is the globular protein. Fine. So in this way these globular proteins are arranged, and while arranging, when they get compactly packed to form this globular structure, some pockets or crevices are going to be formed over here. So these pockets formed during the packing of the polypeptide chain, these act as a active site of enzyme. What is this active site? That particular space in the enzyme structure where the substrate is going to bind. Now what is this substrate? That particular substance on which enzymes are going to get act, okay, to which the enzymes are going to convert it into the product, that is substrate. So enzymes are specific in their nature, they have the specific these pocket like structures which we are calling active sites, and they will going to bind to the specific substrate. We can take an example for the same. For example, the shape of this enzyme is this. So these are the active sites. The substrate must have that shape which can fit into these active sites. So over here, this can be the substrate, and the substrate will fit into these spaces, and in that way bonding will be formed. They are in the close proximity with enzyme and the chemical reaction will start. In that way they will going to attach to the substrate. Now when we are going to compare the enzyme, or we can say the biocatalyst, with the inorganic catalyst, then differences are many, but the main is what? The inorganic catalyst, which are the part of non-biochemical reactions, or we can say the reaction which occur in day-to-day life outside the living system. So they are resistant to the change in the temperature, or we can say they work at high temperature also, inorganic one. But the biocatalyst, they work at a specific temperature. At higher temperature they are going to get destroyed, or we can say denatured, as they are made up of proteins. Few enzymes have been extracted. They can work at high temperature, like that Taq polymerase, which is extracted from the Thermus aquaticus, one archaebacteria that can work up to 90 degrees Celsius. So those organisms which survive at higher temperature in the hot winds, there these organisms exist, and from them, from these bacteria, such enzymes can be extracted. Thank you.